during a long, harsh drought in the land, when rivers dried and food was scarce. God spoke to his prophet Elijah and sent him on an unusual journey. God said to Elijah, "Go to Zarephath. I have commanded a widow there to provide for you." So Elijah traveled across the dry countryside, trusting God with every step. And when he reached the town's gate, he saw her, a widow, gathering a few sticks. Elijah called to her and said, "Please bring me a little water to drink and a piece of bread." The widow stopped. Her eyes were tired. She said, "I don't have bread, only a handful of flour and a little oil. I am gathering these sticks so I can prepare one last meal for my son and me. After that, we have nothing left." Elijah told her, "Do not be afraid. Make the bread, but first bring a small piece to me. Then you and your son will eat. For God says, the jar of flour will not run out, and the oil will not dry up, until the Lord sends rain on the land again." The widow listened. She believed. And she did exactly as Elijah said. And just as God promised, day after day, the flour never ran out. The oil never dried up. There was enough for Elijah, for the widow, and for her son. It was a quiet miracle, happening in a humble home, one small meal at a time. But sometime later, the widow's son grew very ill. His breathing slowed, and then it stopped. Her heart broke. She cried to Elijah, "What do you have against me, man of God? Have you come to remind me of my sin and cause my son to die?" Elijah said, "Give me your son." He carried the boy upstairs to the room where he was staying and laid him on his own bed. Then Elijah prayed with deep aching tears, "O Lord my God, let this child's life return to him." 3 times he stretched himself over the child and cried out again. Then God heard Elijah's prayer. Life returned to the boy. His chest rose. His eyes opened. Elijah picked him up, ran downstairs, and placed him in his mother's arms. He said, "Look, your son lives." The widow's face filled with awe. She said, "Now I know that you are a man of God, and that the word of the Lord in your mouth is truth." A widow with nothing, a prophet with faith, a God who sees every tear, and a child brought back to life. A reminder that even in the driest moments, God does not forget the home that trusts him.